Speaking of campaigning, he kind of had a meeting that was, well, off the campaign trail yesterday. It was not on the official docket. He met with 16 Senate Democrats who are up for re-election. Now, was that coincidental that all of these Senate Democrats are probably pretty upset with the way in which Obamacare has rolled out and, quite honestly, fearful for their re-election hopes? What do you make of the meeting?
I think that's exactly what happened. I think that this was in part, for all we know, it was scheduled for a while and just kept off the public schedule. But the election results in Virginia, I don't care what the guys on some other networks are saying. I don't care what the DNC is saying. The simple fact is that we saw Terry McAuliffe with a double-digit lead blow it because of Obamacare. Everything else we knew about Cuccinelli, whether he was a flawed candidate or not, whether all that stuff about being pro-life and all of that, voters knew all that. The only new information that coincided with Terry McAuliffe's plummet in the polls was Obamacare.
Right.
And these guys in the Senate, they're up for re-election. They're looking at a Democrat losing, 10 points and almost losing the entire race because of Obamacare. And they need to complain to somebody, and they needed to complain to Obama.
Well, it must have been purely political, because I want to show our viewers the Democrats who weren't at that meeting. And these are Senate Democrats not up for re-election. And I have to ask you this. Is Obama asking these Democrats to take one for the team? Because it doesn't seem like he's going to budge with any kind of delay, the kinds of things that the Democrats are now asking for.
Yeah, I think he'd like them to take one for the team, but it's very hard for a lame duck president who's seeing his approval ratings hit historic lows to all of a sudden ask Democrats up, or any politician, up for re-election to sort of suck it up and go with them. Remember, the Democrats already lost control of the House because of Obamacare. And I think the drop-dead date really is November 30th. If they can't get the website going, you even heard Max Baucus and these guys say it, that's when you really see Democrats running for cover and saying, you're on your own, White House, because that is the White House's last chance. If the website doesn't work then, if the numbers and the news don't start getting better, it's every man for himself.
But it is the height of hypocrisy that all of these Democrats voted for Obamacare, and now they may in fact be asking for changes to the law. Hypocrisy. Jonah Goldberg, thanks very much for your time.
Great to be here.